Hello, welcome back. My name is Dr. George Mochocki, and this is week 11. We only have one more week, and then what we would consider the final week. Let's see what we have today. You have the last chapters, chapter 13, looking at control. So, when you're looking at control, is how do I control my marketing campaign? I initiated a marketing campaign. I've got it going. Part of the control aspect that you're going to learn in this week's reading is that how effective is my marketing campaign? I'm spending all this money. I don't want to wait to the end to make sure it's not working right. So I'm looking how many people are jumping on, how many people are active in a campaign, how many people are responding to my campaign. All those are markers or benchmarks that you need to control your campaign. How much money am I spending? Am I targeting the right audience? Is the right audience coming back? And if not, when do I start making adjustments? You don't want to spend all that money and find out, oh, I wish I would have changed. Now, if it's not, you got to have some kind of benchmark. Maybe in 20 days I should have this much. In 30 days I should be here. If not, I change my area of focus, for lack of a better. I'm changing the marketing message. I'm just changing it how I'm delivering the message. Okay. All right. So here's what we have. We're in. What are we going to do today? So we're going to go. I'm going to go in as a student because I want to make sure everything's working. Okay. So I'm in the student mode. So if I'm in the student mode, hey, that's me. Hey, it almost looks like me. I'm just kidding. I'm having some fun. All right, now this class is offered, just in case somebody just picks it up off of YouTube. This is just for the homework assignment. It has nothing to do with the lectures and everything else. It's just talking about what's required for your paper. All right, so required for the homework for this week 11. Now we're going to go into our weekly assignments. We all know how to go in there. You still have week 10s open. I want you to complete it by Sunday because I'm doing the recording on Sunday. I've opened this up. Some of you want to get a jump start. Maybe if I open up now, when you're going to do your week 10 discussion board, you may say, hey, I'm already here. Might as well do week 11. Okay, so here's what we have. We're going to be looking at controlling the marketing process I talked about, and we're going to start working on your paper and your PowerPoint presentation. So here's what you're going to do. You're going to come in here and you're going to go do two things. You're going to come in here, and then I want you to look. I'll create a link in here. I want you to look at this new project campaign. Part of your job for this one, come in here. I have a YouTube 40 minutes. I explain everything that's required for your paper. Take time to listen to it. Fast forward me if it makes sense or not. Okay, and if you now want to do it that way, I've got here is full mind maps, my concept maps that I print out. If I look at it, let's see if it comes up here. Save. Unless I did something wrong here. Oh, there it goes. It comes up this way. All right. So I'm opening this up. Now it's a PDF file. This is a full one. Print this out. Tells you all the 7 headers I need. Tells you everything I need for your written paper. Okay. Now part of your project is you're going to do a PowerPoint presentation. Now the PowerPoint presentation is going to be a narrative. You're going to come in there and you're either going to give me 5 slides, 5 bullets on the slide, as if you would be presenting this to a class or to your client or customer, whoever you're going to be doing your marketing campaign for. Okay, and in PowerPoint, you just go in there, you present, you click on it, and it says do a slideshow, and you could put your you have a audio, put it in there. If you don't do the audio, I take some points off. You just give me the PowerPoints, and so you lose out of 50 points. I take 10 points off because it's not an audio, but you get some points, 40 points on there. All right, so this is your written assignment. Everything you need on here, and you should be pretty good. Okay, so that's that one. Let me just see if I could just close that off. Close that off. Back into here we go. All right. So you're gonna come in here. So you have the video. You can listen to me explain it. You have this. You have this. A requirement. And this is just a PowerPoint, how I created it, slide by slide for each topic. And remember, I utilized this book and tied it into the chapter reading so you could use the book as a reference in a way to put that in there. And then later on, you'll just be submitting your team PowerPoints here, and then you'll be submitting your main paper. I'll set in week 12, not now. Right now, I want you to look at this. You got all the information. Look at this. Then you're going to go back at weekly assignment. And when we click on weekly assignment, right, you've got your discussion board. You're going to post something. Yes, Dr. George, I understand it. Or I got a question on my business. How do I do it? You are to engage other students within this discussion board. I think there's 6 or 8 that are very active. You already know them. Ask them, hey, what about pricing? Hey, what about this location? Give them some comment. Or what don't I understand? Now, some of you will read more or understand more about what's a requirement because you'll look at my PowerPoint, you'll look at my videos, everything that's located in this in here. So if you could respond to the student, to one of your classmates' question, how many pages do we need? How many word count? Yeah, I'm not looking at pages, it's all by word count. For this class, 2,400 words. That comes up about 300 words per page. So you give or take, 2,000. You figure about maybe 8 pages. I'm not looking at pages. It's got to be the word count. All right. So are we good? You have the all. After you read this, then we'll discuss this in the discussion board. So if you know the answer, respond to it. This is a simulation as you would in business and marketing. You're talking to your coworkers, you're talking to clients, you're talking to other outsource contractors that are working underneath your umbrella. How do I discuss this? I got a question. I will try to respond to some of the questions if you can't respond to it. What I'm trying to do out of this class, other than some online classes you have, is the collaboration between you and your classmates, your fellow peers. Okay, they're the individuals that have to work, like in business. I don't know everything. I'll ask John. I'll ask Sally. Hey, what about this? I know you got this, something like this. So you got this. Or in the discussion board, if you have no questions, so I got a lot of little errors in here. I see you got the you twice. If you have no questions, I said, Dr. George, at this time, I looked at all the discussion. I'm taking your word for it, even though I'm tracking to see how many people go into this tab here and look at it. I already know, so your credibility's on the line, and you're going to say, I looked at I have no questions at this point, but I will respond to some questions that other students may have. Your 20 points. I want to see you active. And remember, I know when you logged in and when you didn't log in. Because by Thursday, I start giving you zeros. That means right away you lost 5, 10 points. You're so darn close to the end. There's no final exam. What you have is your major paper. So this week, you're going to finish chapter 13, do your written assignment. I only gave you 2 real easy questions to do. You'll complete that. The discussion board is for you to start putting your ideas together, putting it together. Remember, my concept map is your rough outline. You just basically just fill in the parts to it depending on what you decided is going to be your marketing campaign for either a business, a service, or a new product, whatever we agreed to earlier. All right? The paper is worth 150 points. A lot of points. This is in lieu of a final exam. The PowerPoint. And the PowerPoint, usually in my regular classes, and I'm working on this with Collaborate, that you'll be doing recording. So if you don't want to do a PowerPoint, you could send me a YouTube. Dr. George, here's my YouTube. Hi, I'm opening up. I'm going to be the campaign manager for the new basketball that doesn't need any air. And this is my marketing campaign for Joe's sports shop. He or she or Joey's or Josephine's, I'm trying to be gender neutral here. It doesn't make a difference because men and women, you're both as active in business, and if anything else, there's more women coming in to open up businesses, entrepreneur, than there are men going forward. You're very creative. Get it. This is a way you could get yourself ahead. This is how you learn. Hey, do I've got that skill set? And even if you're not going to open up a business or you're not going to go into sports marketing, you may be a manager for somebody. You may open up your own business and you still have to market other things. Remember, sports marketing is just focus in on the sports area of entertainment and how do I get people to either buy my products, come to my store, come to my establishment, my eatery, or my neighborhood bar that I target as a sports bar to bring them in. All right, so that's what you're going to do for your discussion. Do it. Use the discussion. These next 2 weeks, I'm giving you time. After this, next week is going to be just another open discussion. Again, be a continuation. I'll open it up again. I'll just extend the date on there and move it up to week 12. And you could have that. And then by the end of week 12, you'll be submitting your paper and your PowerPoint. Utilize these last 2 weeks to you can pull 200 points. And for some of you, not all, I got a lot of A's in here, but some of you that are in the D's and D minus, just could at least pull you up to at least maybe a D plus or a C. majority of you, my 6 or 7 regular people that been through this course from the beginning, you're learning. I could tell by the discussion board. I could tell by your journals. You understand the concept. You're beginning to discuss it. We're close to the end. Don't give up. You're like that runner. I see that goal line. It's so close. Let's finish it with a bang. Let's finish it with a high grade. All right. So you got your written assignment. You submit that. You've got your quiz, 20 questions, multiple choice, no problem. Your weekly journals, easy 5 point. This is just the chapter review. If you want to listen to the whole 40 minutes, most students just skim through it, get the main gist out of it, or read the chapter. Very easy reading. But what I want you to focus in is on this week. New marketing campaign project info. Go in there, spend some time on it. Don't wait till Saturday to come up with it. You might as well find out, 200 points. That's a big chunk. That's almost like in your business. This is your last marketing campaign, and you better make it happen. Otherwise, you're going to be in the red. When I mean in the red, you're not selling the product. You want to be in the black. That means you don't want to have an F or a D. You want to have a C, B, or an A. And I think I got like 3 or 4 A's in here. I got a bunch of C's and D's. Those of you who are active in here, you're doing well. I'm not preaching to the choir. I'm preaching to the other people who think you're going to get the grade you're going to get. All right? If you spent this much time, you haven't dropped it by now, you don't want to get the F. You might as well at least get something, at least get a D or hopefully a C. All right? Are we good? So that's it. And I have everything done. Your pricing confidence, your PowerPoint for this chapter. And that's it for this week. All right? So make sure you finish week 10. We're in week 11. Week 12, you're going to be, so this week, you do your homework, get that out of your way, start working on your paper. And then the next week is going to be all paper. Put some time, get it done, give you a nice piece of paper, nice project, nice marketing campaign, and utilizing the book. Make sure you have 2,400 words in your paper. And next week I'll have where you submit your written assignments. You'll have one that says submit your final paper, your what do you call it? A marketing campaign. Your final marketing campaign paper here, and you'll have another tab that says submit your PowerPoints here, and there's your last 200 points. And plus the discussion points coming in here. This is just for the paper. You still get your 20 points for discussion, so don't lose any of the points. Now look, if you're only a few points between a B and an A, I'll give you that if I see that you're doing your homework on time, you're doing your quizzes on time, you're active in discussion. If you haven't been active in discussion and you're only a few points off, you're going to get the lower point. Because you could have got those points when it's easy, just do some discussion board. You've had the whole semester. In business, I can't just have you doing everything at the end. You have to be active within the whole course. That's what this class is, a simulation. And those of you who take online classes, my class, if you may think it's difficult, wait until you go for your bachelor's. This is a piece of cake. You're going to say, man, I wish I had Dr. George here again. I'm preparing you as Harper prepares most students who transfer to a four-year university. They are very successful. 80-90% will do well. They've got good working habits. They understand how to do the research, everything else. They know online, face-to-face. They know how to do all this stuff. All right? For those of you who are, this is going to be only your associate. Now you have a good working foundation, how to find research, how to create a paper, how to write a paper, how to communicate professionally online, which you're doing a discussion board, how to submit stuff through the email or through the internet. Okay, so that's it. I think let's see how much minutes I have on here. 13 minutes. That's all I want to spend. I don't want to spend more than 15 minutes. You're almost at the end. I appreciate this. Do well on this. You'll do pretty good. And remember, they got my surveys out, so if you want to give your opinion, what you think about the class and everything else, you know what I mean? I'll look at them afterwards. But right now, I've modified this class for here. It's an online class. I think next semester I may be teaching the same class as a face-to-face class, fully in the classroom, or a blended class, half online and half face-to-face. They try to hit, Harper College tries to hit different platforms for different people and availability at different times. Sometimes during the daytime, sometimes at nighttime, sometimes fully online like this class, or a blended 50-50. All right. And then for those of you who are looking for another class at Harper, I'm teaching this summer. I'm teaching sports marketing. Finance. A little harder, but you'll do fine. It's a blended class, half online and half off class. And then in the fall, I'm teaching management 111, intro to business. During the daytime. So I'm flexible. I'm out there. Keep in touch, and I'll see you in the discussion board. Bye.